Our story today concentrates specifically on the American Civil War. All told, there were roughly 500 soldiers in total on both sides of the conflict. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Well-Hung History, where we tell true tales of the condemned and the executed. The story of those soldiers that were executed by their own comrades for the crimes of cowardice, sedition, and desertion during wartime. All told, there were roughly 500 soldiers in total on both sides of the conflict that were either hanged or shot by firing squad for cowardice or desertion. In fact, there were far more soldiers executed by their own sides during the war between the states than in all other American wars combined, and actually it's a lot more. The southern numbers of enlistment and conscription are a little bit fuzzier than those in the north. This is for a variety of reasons that we won't get into here, but we can trust that the Confederate military was composed of somewhere between 1 million and 1.5 million during the 4 years of the war. Of these, there were a staggering reported 463,000 casualties. Now, these include not only those that died on the battlefield, of course, they also include disease, wounded in action, and those that were held as prisoners of war. Overall, just shy of 100,000 were killed on the battlefield. So when we all bitch about the rigors of modern life, just be glad you didn't live back then. Now back to our particular topic. An estimated 250 to 300 Confederate soldiers were executed by their own army during the course of the war. That number may seem small, but consider that only one soldier out of the 16.5 million that served in the U.S. military in World War II was executed for desertion. 1 in 16.5 million. Total enlistment in the Union Army was at least twice the size of the Confederacy, which makes sense as its population was even higher than that. Despite these differences, total war casualty numbers were surprisingly similar, with the North having lost about 110,000 killed in battle. So it's about a 50-50 kill rate on the battlefield. Of these depressing numbers, the Union executed roughly the same number, about 250 of its own men. About 150 of these for desertion, and the remaining for other capital crimes that took place during wartime, such as rape and murder and other grave offenses.
Make sure to subscribe and leave us a killer review. Tom Payne Productions, all rights reserved and preserved.